For several months during the summer of 2022, it seemed like a week didn't go by without some news about Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller got arrested in Hawaii. Ezra Miller threw a chair at a woman. Ezra Miller choked a woman. Ezra Miller's being accused of disgusting grooming allegations. And it was at the end of that summer of 2022 when Warner Brothers and DC got together and they said, hey, Ezra Miller, we have to stop this and we have to make a public statement. And they decided they'd stand by the star of The Flash, that he would be getting treatment for all of his mental problems, and they came out and they made a big PR announcement about it. The Flash star Ezra Miller seeking treatment for complex mental health issues. Didn't even really take responsibility for it, just said, hey, we're gonna move forward and he's not gonna be bad anymore. Well, fast forward to today and we're about a month away from the release of The Flash, and everybody at CinemaCon had good things to say about it, said, hey, it's a pretty good movie despite all the problems associated with Ezra Miller and the production. But some people might be saying the quiet part that Warner Brothers has been saying behind the scenes out loud. Some people are saying, you know what? This movie's so good, people aren't even going to remember all the crimes that Ezra Miller committed. The Flash production designer believes the film won't suffer as a result of Ezra Miller's legal issues. Quote, people will forget that. The Flash has earned high praise ahead of the June 16th premiere, but some question whether the film will succeed given Ezra Miller's publicized trouble. And somehow on MovieWeb.com, they forgot the E on here and still haven't noticed it, even though it was published 19 hours ago. Get your act together. And it's funny that this is being put out there. You have people associated with the film saying, you know what, people are just going to forget about it. It's going to be such a good movie that people are going to forget that Ezra Miller choked a woman. People are going to forget that Ezra Miller threw a chair at a woman, that he broke into someone's house in Vermont, that he was arrested, that all these things happened. And that's not even talking about the more insidious allegations that are out there surrounding Ezra Miller. These are just the things that we know for a fact took place. Spitting on people at bars, running away from the cops, all of this shit. This may very well have been Warner Brothers' plan to keep him quiet, to keep him shut up, so hopefully people do forget about it as it gets closer to The Flash, but comments like this certainly aren't going to do anything to help. The Flash production designer isn't worried Ezra Miller's history will derail the movie. As Warner Brothers gears up for the release of The Flash in theaters, many moviegoers are wondering how star Ezra Miller's history of legal troubles and alleged abuse might impact the release and press tour. The film's production designer, Oscar winner Paul Austerberry, isn't sweating it. During a recent interview, this is what happened. As reported by the CBC, Austerberry says he's not too concerned about how the stories surrounding Miller will affect the film. Quote, people will forget that, he said, noting that Miller did a superb job playing the titular hero as two distinct characters, which required production to shoot the film in two different chunks, with Ezra switching roles every few days. Although I do think that there's some truth in that statement. I do think that a year removed from this, there are a lot of people who are going to be like, oh, well, whatever, that's in the past. He hasn't done anything in a while. And they will kind of let that slip out of their minds. That's obviously the strategy. That's why they made him shut the fuck up. That's why they tried to keep him under control. So these headlines would stop happening and people might be able to forget it. However, reminding everyone of this just a few weeks before the release probably won't help. We're about 5 months away, or 5 weeks away from the release of The Flash, and all things like this, all statements like this are going to do are to ramp everybody up again. Remind everybody of all the different things that Ezra Miller has done, the despicable, gross things. And there will be a portion of people that aren't going to forget that, bottom line, that they won't go see this movie. They won't support it just because of Ezra Miller and Hollywood and Warner Brothers' decision to stick by him through all of this shit. But there probably will be some people, to be fair to what this person has said, the production designer, probably will be some people who just simply forget about it. I guess time will tell. I've heard the movie's good, but at the same time, I don't know if one Michael Keaton can make up for two Ezra Millers, and how good is Ezra Miller's performance? Will it make people forget about all the things he's done? And what will this movie do at the box office with all the struggles DC's been going through right now? I have literally no idea what to expect from this movie or from the box office. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Will Ezra Miller's performance be good enough to make you forget about all the things he's done or is alleged to have done? Let me know. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.